So I've started the second turn of Origins, How We Became Human. Notice one thing right away compared to some of the designs. Unless I've missed something in the rules, gameplay order is fixed. You don't switch your turns around, you don't get to bid on initiatives or anything like that. We'll see how much effect that has. It should be okay. So the first player are alphas, have drawn an event card combined with a biddable. Now nobody has any elders still, so they're going to get the card, which is these tally sticks. Looks like they're just a victory point and a piece of information. Information allows economic stimulation. Huh. Well, that doesn't exist. It's an innovation action, economic stimulation. Guess we're gonna have to try to figure out what they mean by that, because it's not covered. But anyhow, they're gonna get this, but the other effect is the Yellowstone volcano goes off. This doesn't affect anyone because nobody's over in North America yet. But this gives victory points to all types. And they're just going to get that when they play it because nobody can bid on it. Stability roll isn't an issue. That was... Oh, they have 2 actions. Oh, maybe they'll do another one. Alright. Well, I'm not sure what. They don't have a lot of options. They can do novel behavior, and that's about it. Everything else is denied them. So they'll draw a second card. Let's see what that's going to be. Okay, that's going to be something they can play. And they can play either one. Shellfish Middens. Or Ainu Bear Sacrifice, I guess. I don't know. And either one allows them to uncover. So they'll be playing the Shellfish Middens as well. Which allows them... Oh no. No, they have both of these. Well, they'll just hold this, I guess. It doesn't do them any good, but there's nothing they can do with it yet. If they had... what is it? Lexicalization. If they had the language already, they could shift something and then use this to get it back. But they can't do that. I gotta look up to see what this information does for them. Population, action, acculturation. See, now interestingly, this one appears to just be available. I wonder if things like population increase aren't really available. I don't know. Well, I guess I got to go back to the rules and start looking to see if I can understand what these cards mean. See, now oddly, this player aid card says economic stimulation, and it explains what it does in Era 2. And I think it's just a typo on the play aids. I think it's during any phase after phase 1. But again... who knows what's right and what's wrong? The fact that this is copied from here, and that's the base value, is the number of information, the best information card. Well, my best information card's a 1. This also affects my hand size, however. So I'm going to have a hand size of 2 now with him, which allows me to hold on to things. Let me see if he wants to expand, and I'll go on to other people. So there's nowhere blue can really expand to. But what he can do is he can do an attack on black. And this is going to destroy a population on both of them. Yes, it's an ugly thing to do, but he wants to clear up space for himself. So at least it'll open up these southern territories in Africa and maybe he can take out the horn as well. By getting the jump on the attacks, he's able to do maybe more damage than if he held back. He had nowhere he could go where he could safely produce. Everywhere else was adjacent to someone else's productive capabilities. So I've been reading these wrong. These don't have prerequisites. I think. I mean, they may. They have requirements which are in lavender, which are these. I don't know which side that affects. For the left side of the idea card, but the right side doesn't require it. So I've screwed up so far. No big shock here, but to play the left side, I need these two. To play the right side, I don't need anything. Largely, we've been playing the right side for people, but I can steal this, and I think I already have played it, in order. This will give me a nut and an innovation bonus. So that's one card. I've already got a card, which will give me stuff anyway. So maybe I don't want to steal this because I already have a nut. God. So I got two. This I can play if I have nut and language. And that sounds cool. This I can play if I have nut, and it gives me hand. I'm allowed to steal two cards, and I'll do that. I just don't know which two to steal. And whether or not I'm allowed to steal, well, I'm allowed to steal either because I can play the blue side no matter what. So that's not an issue. So, if I'm going to get nut, I think I want hand. And I'll take that. That's one. And now I'm allowed another one. And here I have either of these I can take. I think this gives me a level of metallurgy. So I'll draw this one. And I'm saying, wow, I'm potent, and knowing the rules is such a bonus. Alright, no catastrophes. I have to play down to hand size. My hand size is only one. So let's see what I'm going to start playing. First thing I want to play, now I don't remember which one I want to play first. I think I want the metallurgy. So first thing I'm going to play is this to give me nut. And that's my Boca's area. I don't know where this goes when I remove it. No, wait. Take as a loss. I think that's good. Okay, but where does it go? They don't really say that. Well, I guess I gotta read the rules some more and try to figure out where that counter goes. Well, you know what's really helpful is having everything repeated in German on the same page. Kind of a little skewed. That really helps my retention and ability to figure things out. But on top of that, you know, I've found mistakes in these rules. I'm just gonna have to make it up. You can put it wherever the hell you like. It's gotta go back on your tracks. I'm just not sure whether or not there's some restriction, but I've been putting things back on the population track. Because growing population isn't terribly valuable to me at this point for green. Although, maybe it would be. But I'm not going to be able to grow two anyway. So, I'll do that. I mean, what the hell? It's got to be close to the game, right? Okay, so now we go to the next one. I'm going to play another card. I have a nut but no hand, so I can play this one. And this gives me two things. Gives me a hand. And I found something, maybe Oh, I don't want to not grow at all. Maybe not in my rule book, but on the online version. Not the one at Sierra Madre Games. That one's no longer able to be displayed. But an older version of the rules, not the most recent version, that somebody luckily posted up on Board Game Geek, and then somebody complained and said you should check the Sierra Madre version, and I checked that and got out. I'm sorry, this resource is no longer available. Really useful. Okay, so what did I just do? I just got a hand. This would allow me to move an elder from consumer to producer, but I don't have one. I guess I don't have to do that. That's not clear. Now I have a hand and a nut, and I want to play this. And it gives green a level of metallurgy. I am now in the Copper Age. That means I'll win fights against other people. And I get to remove... I'll take my neocortex off. And I gotta put this here too, because I want to do a population action. And I only get one plus the number of elders already. Okay. Well, there's no stability problem. I'm too tiny. But I get to do my growth, and I'm going to take that, and I'm going to march up here. 1, 2, 3. Crossing the Bering Strait is hard. Oh, it's ice during the Ice Age. Well, that doesn't really help me too much. I needed a little bit more information than that. Oh, good. It's a Wahrheitsste Eisenschutz. Uninhabitable during Ice Age and uninhabitable during Tropical. Can I walk through it? Not clear. I know in some places it says you can. I think it's over here, right? Maybe? No, it's not there. Well, somewhere in the rules it tells you how you could... Ah, here we go. Ice Age, no entry. Okay, that's pretty clear. Tundra, no entry. Very good. So I can't cross the Bering Strait anyhow without getting through those little red things, which is blocked during any age. So, cleverly, the game is set up so that I can't sneak across there. Well, I want to win my battle then. And I'll kill a red unit. And red, I guess, is going to take... I don't know. I'll take a population loss. It doesn't seem like growing populations that valuable. That's green's turn. As soon as they clear the last one of these, this is what I was mentioning before. Somewhere in the other rule book, I don't think it said it in this one. I could be wrong. Yeah, here it is. So, you can advance to Era 2. Luckily, you know, how you advance in the game is hidden under one special rule. The idea cards rule. One facet of it. That seems like a pretty key concept to hide like that. So, you know, that's good. Along with putting half the rules in German. Mixed in. A lot of clever ideas here just to make life easier right there. Okay. So, I guess that's it for green's turn. They're not going to starve because they're sitting on places they were in. And now we go on to black. Black also has the same advantage. Able to pillage. So he's going to grab this one, which looks valuable. Has an acorn and a language. It's going to give him an exclamation point. There's nothing out there that helps with that, though. He's not going to be able to use this. Exclamation point will be useful in the future. He'll draw a card for his second choice. And he gets one that doesn't really help him right now. No catastrophes, so he could play a card. He's got to play one. He'll play this one. It gives him an exclamation point, which he can open up. And he wants to keep his population in place right now. And now he's got to figure out what he wants to do. He's going to take a population action. 1, 2, 3. He can't, there's nowhere he can really go, is there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Except down where he was. 1, 2, 3. He'll hide further down, figuring he has a better chance of surviving down there right now, especially with green with metallurgy, which he can't pick up. On to the red player, who's got just a hand. He's going to have less of a good choice, I think. See what he can do. So, red drew a couple of really iffy cards for them. They don't really like either. They'll play this one. And they get, well, this is the good part. They get to uncover their social ability. I'll place that there. But now they have this fertility drop, which is kind of painful. Now, this is optional. From what I understand, the player picks which icons to use and what order to apply them, except for elder losses and encephalization. Do I have anywhere I can expand to is the real question. I could expand here now. Yeah, and I can't reach any of these. So, I don't know if there's any value to any of these population actions for me. So I will... No, not being able to grow population doesn't seem to be a valuable thing. I'll hold off on that. My population action... doesn't really help me. There's nothing here that I can do. Nobody's got an elder. So I'll just have to stick there. And that puts it to our final player, white here. He's kind of in North Europe. And he has the ability to steal, and he has hands. Stealing doesn't look like it's going to do much. You could trade population for innovation that way. But the other things, he just doesn't have the ability. So he's going to take his first card as a draw, because he's got the hand, he can do that. And that one's not going to really help him. Because he doesn't have the acorn yet. And he can't get the acorn. The acorn's what's holding him up. That's what everything else has. So he'll draw another one. And he gets what he wants. Which is raft. During his card play, he'll play this. And it gives him +1 naval. Which allows him to move over any straits. That's going to be kind of cool. There's certainly areas where that could be of value. Not so much where he is right now, but it certainly doesn't hurt. Now that he has that, can he use this? Not really. It seems more valuable to hold off and try to get... That's just hand an elder. Yeah, I'll play population decrease there. Now, what about my population action? Well, here's the bonus. I'll take that and move. I can't move there. I'm looking for a space that's free. And I don't see one. See, if I had two population actions, I could do something. So instead, I'm going to take my population action and move north. And then I'll be able to move down here, I guess, for my second one, for one next turn. Right now, I just don't have the ability to. And that looks like the end of the second turn. And we're beginning to get closer to getting the rules right, aren't we? I mean, seriously. I was reading these cards wrong. All the symbols and everything. They're hard for my brain. It's used to words. It's kind of like the problem with the rule book. It's not organized as words normally are. Alright. Up this goes.